So now that you know what values are and what they are, what they are allowed you to achieve, how do you feel having your values set is helping EW or is going to help EWCPAs?
I mean, I would say it already is. It's actually a relief to me because it's a measurement tool. We deal with numbers all the time, but for me, this is a quantitative measurement of how we're going to work. And it's so easy to say when something's not working right, or a client's not acting the way they should. Well, we just go back to our values and say, well, are they meeting our values? Or they need more help or guidance or whatever? But if they're really not, if they're a direct contradiction to our values, it's really easy to make the decision now. Before we would not make decisions and we would just like suffer through it. But now it's like, it's so nice to say, okay, well, this doesn't meet our values. Is it us that's causing the problem with the client to say, are we not delivering on our values, or is the client really not going to be able to meet our values? And if they're not, then we have to let them go, kind of thing. So, and that's an amazing prospect for accounting firms, because especially with a firm that's been around 80 years, we don't usually let people go unless it gets to the point where they stop paying their bills. And sometimes that takes too long too. So, so that has definitely been a very powerful measurement, and for me a relief, because all I have to do is say, well, if they don't meet this, then it's a no-brainer decision. It's either you meet it or you don't, and you move on, kind of thing.
Yeah, the unifying aspect again for me is, Sam has values, I have values. We hired and we fired our own client bases according to those values, but so many times in the past, if a client wasn't aligning with one of our particular values, we would probably pass them off to somebody else in the company to still be doing that business. Like, they didn't have this value of foresight, which requires them to be technologically advanced. So we would find somebody that would work with them and accommodate their lack of foresight in their business. Now we have these as the company values. There is no other partner, no other preparer that you can go to in our company that you're going to fit in with, because you don't fit in with the company's values. And so you just need to go find a different CPA firm. You're not a bad client necessarily. You don't fit our values. Other CPA firms don't have our values. That doesn't make them terrible CPA firms. It just makes them a better fit for different types of clients than we want to work with.
And also it makes it easier to explain to clients, like, you're just not getting rid of them because you want to get rid of them. We're actually measuring them, and to be able to explain why is very powerful too.